Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a flying geese unit using the Quilt in a Day flying geese ruler. These are the sky portions of the flying geese unit, and this is the goose. So when I talk about the sky and the goose, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a Quilt in a Day ruler. It comes in 3 different sizes. There's large, small, and itty bitty, which I don't have here to show you. They tend to be a little bit on the slippery side, so what I've done is I've put some Omni Grip on the back of it so they don't slip so much. Okay, to make this size unit, which is 3.5 inches by 6.5 inches unfinished, you start out with a 9-inch square for the skies, and here I've put it on my board already. I've matched up the diagonal with the diagonal on the board. That's just a cheat to help me out a little. This is 9 inches square. This is 7.5 inches square. This is the right side, and I'm going to put it down on that 9-inch sky, like that. You don't have to worry about being too precise. In this method, you make the goose first, and then you cut it up later on and square it off with the ruler. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a line on the diagonal. You're going to be cutting on this line, so it's okay to use a pen. Oh, it didn't show. That's all right, we'll try it again. And after I draw this line, you're going to be sewing 1/4 inch on either side of that line. How about if I show you one I've done already? Here it is. I've already drawn that line with a pen that worked, and I sewed 1/4 inch on both sides of that line. I used black thread because I wanted you to be able to see it in the video, so at home you would probably use white. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on that drawn line, and I'm going to get myself some odd looking half square triangles here. I want you to press these to the larger. Here you happen to be pressing to the dark, but depending on what color your sky is, you might be pressing to the light. But I'm going to press to the dark, and again the green is the sky in these. I'm going to press to the dark, and then I'm going to put them together again like that. And we're going to do it again. We're going to draw a line here and sew on either side of the line. Let me show you one that I've done. Never mind that ink splotch there. This is my extra board. What I want you to do is to make sure that this corner and this corner lines up so that what you have up here is a pair of bat ears or dog ears, whatever you want to think of it as. You definitely do not want that seam to match up. So, put it together like that. Draw a line with a pen that works down the middle. Sew on either side of that line, and you end up with a piece that looks like this. Here's my line down the middle. Here's my sewn line on either side. When I cut it in half like that, I'm going to take it over to the ironing board and iron it. And I have 2 flying geese. If you don't see them, I'll show them to you. They are right here. Now usually what happens with this method is that you'll have 2 edges that'll end up being perfect and one edge that is not, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to be using this ruler to square it up with. I'll just cut off my little piece here. I'll cut off my little piece here. And here's my flying geese unit. Each one of these, you can see, each one of these little groups like this is going to make 2 of these, which makes 2 flying geese. So stop and think about it. Every time you put a 9-inch square with a 7.5-inch square, you're going to end up with 4 flying geese.